Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Jager of JR Loz, and today we'll be diving into the second episode in my series, Movie Review, where each episode I'll head into a quick review of a movie and provide my thoughts. This week, we'll head into the second movie of the DC animated movie universe, which is Justice League War. So get comfortable and make sure you have a watch of the movie, as this review contains major spoilers for Justice League War. Justice League War was hinted at in a post-credit scene during Justice League The Flashpoint Paradox, where parademons spew out of a boom tube, and is based on Jeff John and Jim Lee's New 52 origin story for the Justice League. The basic premise is after a number of unexplained human abductions and the discovery of an alien technology, the world's finest heroes found the Justice League in order to stop an alien invasion of Earth. Considering it's a follow-up film from Justice League The Flashpoint Paradox, which was almost perfect, this film does not disappoint. It has some of the most action-packed and awesome action scenes of any DC animated movie universe film, and keeps you interested the whole way through. After rewatching this film, as basically I watched it for the first time as soon as it came out, I found a lot of awesome things I loved about it. First of all, the relationship with Billy Batson and Victor Stone is a massive part of the film. You can see how much they connect with each other as they both struggle with family, and you can see their relationship grow as the movie goes on. The other characters, more generally, are really good, although some might be a bit off. But Batman, Flash, Wonder Woman, Cyborg and Shazam are all great characters, and they all have their own individual arcs and storylines, which make them relatable. Especially Wonder Woman, with her new friend. I thought that was really cute, even if the ice cream scene was a bit cringy. Another thing I love is that the humour in some parts is actually quite funny, and there were some scenes I actually started laughing at, which isn't usually the case with a DCAMU film like this.
Can peep the light show. Green Lantern's got this.
When Darkseid finally attacked, it opened the film to a number of awesome moments. First of all, you could tell the absolute horror on the Flash's eyes when Darkseid savages some warplanes.
No.
Which was a really good part in Flash's own little arc. I also liked the nod to the Batman the Animated Series in Darkseid's little introduction to the heroes.
I am entropy. I am death. I am Darkseid.
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman.
And I also like the little section where Darkseid attacks the other worlds and shows the viewers how parademons come in such large numbers. But my main love with this film is the character development of the Justice League. After many failed strikes, they realise to defeat Darkseid, they'll have to work together to defeat him as a team. And this realisation makes the overall plot of the film a bit more believable, as unlike most superhero films, they don't just immediately win, and with no questions asked. The final battle is also a great highlight of the film, each giving individual blows and taking out his eyes, and I like that everyone throws something at him, and their collective teamwork results in the victory of the League. It was also great to see Cyborg realise who Shazam was, so that last piece of the puzzle was put in place. Their friendship was a great part of the film. Now, the animation style in this film is awesome, and allows for some very impressive and detailed fight scenes, and I love this animation style for the DC animated movie universe, which goes on in the many films to come. Except Wonder Woman Bloodlines, I don't know what happened there. Now, by now you should know that I never touch on a film without talking about the voice cast, and this film was sort of a bit in the middle with the voice cast. Jason O'Meara as Batman was awesome. I loved his voice for Batman, and I love it to this day, and think he was a great choice for the role, and gave a little bit of new breath of fresh air into the character of Batman, so they didn't just return to Kevin Conroy. It gives another variation on the voice of Batman and Bruce Wayne. Now, Shamar Moore as Cyborg was another voice that was perfect for the role. Now, it seems that I love every voice for Cyborg except the Teen Titans one. But yeah, this was just... I really liked the voice of Cyborg here, and I'm glad it goes on for the other films. And Christopher Gorham was a great voice for the Flash. You know, the guy who played him in Justice League, The Flashpoint Paradox was good, but I'm glad to see that they've picked quality voice actors for the Flash. Now, a bit of side trivia here. D. Bradley Baker, who is probably one of my favourite voice actors of all time, definitely in the top 3. He voices the clones in Star Wars: The Clone Wars, but in this film he actually voices the parademons, so that's a little bit of side trivia for you. Now, on the other hand, Justin Kirk is nowhere near as good of a voice for Green Lantern than Nathan Fillion, and I've made my point on this clear. Nathan Fillion is the best voice for Green Lantern ever. And I also found Alan Tudyk to be a pretty mediocre Superman, and Darkseid's voice was just super weird. I'm glad they changed that. And I'm also glad they fixed most of these issues as the DCAMU progresses. But apart from that, the voice cast is great. Now, of course, you can't have a good film without a few issues, and there are a few small gripes I have. First of all, the obvious is when Wonder Woman attacks Darkseid and stabs his eye out for the first time, and with her sword, and she just leaps off without it, and then it just appears with it straight after again. Unfortunately, that was a bit of an oversight from the editing team, but still provokes a laugh to this day. Finally, there are a few characters that are just a bit off. Firstly, I don't like how they did Hal Jordan. He seemed like a bit of an idiot, and although he's known, his main character trait is his arrogance, they sort of focused on it so much that he came off like a bit of a dick. And Silas Stone, who also comes out as just a bad father figure rather than a conflicted man who has to juggle his son's career with the important work he's doing for the world. And I just thought there's definitely better incarnations of Silas Stone in the DC universe. Now, I like Batman for the most part in this film, but at the start it was just really, really bad. Like, Batman is the most intelligent member of the League, and he's always on the front foot, always. And unfortunately, it took towards the end of the film for the writers to realise this, as he started off getting his hiney kicked by every which way, and then ended up being the one who went into Apocalypse to save Superman. Like, how did it go from that to that quickly? Yeah, but hopefully, and it was good to see that they've changed this later on in the DCAMU and made Batman to his full potential. Now, Justice League War will always be one of my favourite films of the DC animated movie universe, and made an awesome second installment in the film series. It gave a great on-screen adaptation of the Justice League's New 52 origin, and a balanced, good story with perfect animation and great fight scenes. With that being said, I rate Justice League War a 9 out of 10. Thank you for joining me as we explore Justice League War. I hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure you let me know what your thoughts on this movie are, and any other ideas for future videos in the comments. Make sure you like and subscribe to get your weekly dose of DC, from top 10 lists to character origins I'll be posting twice a week. And hit the bell so you never miss out on one of our videos. Take a look at my movie review on Justice League: The Flashpoint Paradox, and my breakdown of Harley Quinn the Animated Series, which will be at the end in the end card. Subscribe to Icy Shield and Glider Guy, which should be popping up in the top right of your screen and in the description. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.